So here we have the Jaguar XE on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside though, you can see that it's a 4-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. We're going to start off inside the boot area first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see we have reversing sensors. Plenty of boot space, as you can see in there as well. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls, as I mentioned, on the inside of it from there. And now that we've done a full circle though, you can see it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we have the speedometer. On the right-hand side, the rev counter. In the centre, the fuel gauge, the coolant temperature gauge, a digital readout for the speedometer at the top. At the bottom, you can see the total miles for this car. They are 49,392, and it will show you what gear this car is in there as well. It's an automatic, so of course we are in park currently. If we back out to the steering wheel next, we have our phone and stereo controls. We have our speed limiter over on the right hand side. The minus and plus paddles that you see here, there so you can change up and down the gear manually on this automatic gearbox should you wish to do that. And then over into the centre next, we have the main touch screen for the car. So you can access the home screen from here. You can also go into certain menus directly with a push of these physical buttons, or use the touchscreen to access, for example, your satellite navigation. Really nice, clear colour display, as you can see. A very easy system to use. You can pair your phone from the bottom left-hand side just there, which we're not going to do at the moment. You can access your climate control settings and your heated seats from on here. We have physical controls for those below, which we'll come to in just a moment as well. And then when it comes to your audio, if you hit source up in the top left-hand corner, you can see there DAB, FM, AM radio, auxiliary input. Once you've paired your phone, you'll also be able to stream your music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. So plenty of ways to listen to your music. Below that, we have the physical controls for your dual zone climate control. So you can adjust the passenger and driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. You can also control your heated seats from on here as well. When you're happy with everything, air conditioning is off, back on again, or hit auto. The car will now take full control of the fan speed, which you can hear it doing, and the direction of the air to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. Any manual adjustment will immediately override auto. You can see it's now gone off. Below that, we have the start and stop button for the engine, the volume for the stereo, the dial that would essentially be the gear lever for the car, so reverse, neutral, drive, and sport. When you turn the engine off, this will lower down so that it sits flush to this central console area. And then lastly, you can control, so you can turn off your traction control, you can turn off the stop and start, and you can change the driving setup of the car depending on the driving conditions, weather conditions as well. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Surrey Specialist Cars. We'd love to hear from you soon.